Boy, am I ever happy to see you again. I thought perhaps you had become discouraged. There's a tendency when you begin to teach the inevitability of necessity for a transformation of your mind, that is, the fundamental admission that everything that you have been doing in this apparent objective conceptual reality is actually not what you are. And the reason that you are here is because you become discouraged. And certainly when I look at the requirements that we have made of you in this mind training, that is, in the idea that it's necessary for you to undergo a complete alteration of your consciousness so that you could actually see everything in a different way. And my certainty in my own mind that that requires an experience in a particular sense, not of this world, is where your dilemma arises. There could be no question that in the encounter that I am offering you in this time and in this place is a change in how you, within your own direction of constitutional reality, that is how you have defined yourself, is not actually how you are. No. My certainty, I'll talk to you for a minute, my certainty that in reality what you see out in this world is not how you are came about through a revelation of my mind that showed me in a true fashion that there isn't any world. And this is what we've been trying to present to you, isn't it, in this Course in Miracles, in this determination that there's another manner that you can see this world. The number of calls are increasing dramatically because suddenly out in the world, the prospect, the mere possibility that if you will begin to practice this training of your mind, there will be revealed to you the joy and happiness of eternal life that is actually what you are. And you've had to deal with me, and you've had to deal with my certainty that there is no compromise in this. And without being difficult, it's very important that you see, until you begin really to have this experience, you couldn't possibly know the alternative. My certainty of who I am comes from this revealing. Your certainty of who you are will come from this revealing, from this practice. There is no other manner that you can come to know it. Very simply because your objective associations of correspondence with your own so-called human mind actually are unreal and do not exist. And those of you who have been practicing, perhaps you've been going out into the world now, actually beginning to indicate the possibility that there's a discovery of an alternative in your mind that's actually going on all the time. Nothing is going to give you more happiness than that certainty, that going with you presently in the condition of your mind is a complete alternative. It will show you that this world is a dream of your death, and it constituted but a moment when you came here. It's over and gone, and you have left. And this is what we've been presenting in the other videos. So here we are, and I'm surprised and happy that you are going to pursue with me the fundamental idea that what I am telling you is true. The reason that this is important, because inevitably your condition of objective association with yourself have set terms that somewhere are acceptable to you. I am trying to show you not to let them be acceptable. I'm trying to show you that in the totality of the causation of this world, you are involved, and that there is no possibility that anything is really happening out in this world that is not a part of your mind, both in your acceptance of what you think you are and in the rejection of what you don't want to be. The simple solution is that you're the cause of this. What a difficult undertaking that I'm asking you to love your enemy as you love yourself, with the certainty that your enemy is yourself. And that will take a change in your mind. We're going to go back just for a minute, if this is okay with you now. It's been our practice in this Course in Miracles training to review just for a moment the first 7 lessons, to give you a picture, perhaps, of the requirement that will be necessary for you to pursue the occasion that I believe right now is happening to you. I think that following that moment of discouragement, you have now come back into the centering of procedure of the change of your mind. We'll be back in a minute. Let's review the first 7. I see only the past. This idea is particularly difficult to believe at first, yet it is the rationale for all of the first 6 lessons that we practice, and is the beginning point to a step out of time. It is the reason why nothing that you see means anything. It's the reason why you have given everything you see all the meaning that it has. It is the reason why you do not understand anything you see. It's the reason why your thoughts do not mean anything, and why they are like the things that you see, as meaningless as are you. It's the reason why you're never upset for the reason that you think. That it's the reason why you're upset because you see something that is not there. All because you see only the past. Old ideas about time are very difficult to change because everything you believe is rooted in time and depends on your not learning these new ideas about it. Yet that is precisely why you need new ideas about time. This first-time idea is not really so strange at all if you look at it. Look at this cup. Do you see a cup? Or are you merely reviewing your past experience of picking up a cup, being thirsty, drinking from a cup, feeling the rim of a cup against your lips, having breakfast, and so on? Are not your aesthetic reactions to the cup, too, based on past experiences? How else would you know whether or not this kind of cup will break if you drop it? What do you know about this cup except what you learned in the past? You would have no idea what this cup is except for your past learning. Do you then really see it at all? Look about you. This is equally true of whatever you look at. Everything that you see is always over and gone. Each moment, in all of time, you exist in the entirety of this space, here and now. Now let's catch up to some very late time. My mind is preoccupied with past thoughts. I see nothing as it is now. My thoughts do not mean anything. My meaningless thoughts are showing me a meaningless world. I'm upset because I see a meaningless world. A meaningless world engenders fear. God did not create a meaningless world. My thoughts are images that I have made. I have no neutral thoughts. I see no neutral things. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts. I am determined to see. I am determined to see things differently. What I see is a form of vengeance. I can escape from the world I see by giving up my attack thoughts. I do not perceive my own best interests. I do not know what anything is for. My attack thoughts are attacking my invulnerability. Above all else, I want to see. Above all else, I want to see things differently. God is in everything I see. God is in everything I see because God is in my mind.